Huh. What are those? Are those like supposed to be flowers? Oh, is that Mary's room? Jeez, mother, you just scared the crap out of me. Sneaking up on me like that. That's got to be my sister's room. Really curious about pretty much the rest of this house. I want to look into everything. Also, still looking pretty spooky. I don't know. Maybe I needed to bite somebody. Old letter. Reid Mason. Mansion. There we go. Wow, that was the brain fart. 8th of March, 1908. My dear Avery, as I already told you several days ago, I may be forced to leave England, if only for a few months, while I'm away and until my son comes back to London. I want you to take the best care of our house. I already made the entire necessary arrangements to have your wages increased and paid as long as you'll work. You promised me you'd protect my dear wife and serve her to the best of your ability. For that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If I am never to return, you are the only man I fully trust. Believe me, your most affectionate friend. I think there's something going on with my father. Although we did just learn about this guy, which I believe was, he was over there. So I really want to talk to that dude. Does this go outside, though? Oh, Charlotte's out there. Let's talk to the Charlotte. Hello.
The equality between men and women.
Actually, you know what?
Women of all
just gonna walk away. I'll talk to her in a minute, but I just realized this is all outside. I didn't walk away because of her topics. But I don't want to go outside just yet. I do want to. I thought that was like some kind of like back courtyard of that mansion. So I want to do my best, sort of smoky effect, to talk to this guy. He's cleaning something squeaky. Amazing. I want to look around, get any other hints I may be able to, or any loot, because holy cow, I'll tell you what, it's a lot of stuff that I could use. There's a lot of pills in this room. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Hello, you.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan, I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle. We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister. What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reid expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
I'm not gonna ask him about that. He's healthy. In fact, it looks like most of the people in this district are healthy so far. Let's do this.
I found an old letter written by my father and addressed to me. Do you know anything about it, Avery?
Your father wanted me to give you this letter for your 35th birthday, but you left for the war, and the letter remained in his office until tonight.
I realize now you knew my father better than I did. Do you know why he left, Avery? Did he ever speak to you about his departure?
No, sir. Mr. Reid was not exactly forthcoming. Perhaps this letter will give you the information you require.
There's something very strange going on with the father, and I'm very curious.
How is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reid is very fragile since the police brought her back home.
The police? What happened?
Miss Reid was found walking in the streets. She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter. She's resting now.
Curious.
Has she received appropriate medical care?
I'm taking care of Miss Reid myself. Hospitals are so overwhelmed by the epidemic that they can only accept patients infected by influenza.
Right. New hint available. Avery is the only one who is looking after the mother. Okay. I only have one more hint on him. That's pretty nice. Oh, and I got a new hint on mother. Okay, cool.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip. Somewhere sunny, like France. She has always been very fond of France. I think leaving London could do her good.
I'm afraid Miss Reid is too frail for the moment. Recently, she started going out at night without remembering it. I have to watch her carefully.
Good idea.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
I see.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
Yes, nobody else.
Present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I'm sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan. All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
Yeah, tell me about it. Personal questions. Let's ask him this.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
I see. You serve this family. Excellent. I understand if you... I think he has served the family excellently. Oh, crap. I hit the wrong one.
Tragedies in this family, I'd understand if you want to leave or decide to serve another house.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
I totally selected the wrong one.
You really think I don't take enough care of my mother, Avery?
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly have something more to say. Speak your mind, Avery.
I know you work hard to help the sick, but what will you do once the epidemic is over?
My home is here. I really don't know. This is not my home anymore. Well, let's go with...
My home is here, and I have nowhere else to go. But this house will need some improvements if I move here. Some radical changes.
That's good news. Whatever changes you have in mind, I'm sure we will find an arrangement that suits your mother also.
Cool. Okay. I wonder if there was another hint that I could have gotten there. I've asked those. I've asked those. Okay.
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan. But please return as soon as possible.
Let's see if I can go get that hint from Mother. Ask her about all this. Maybe she has something that'll give me another hint on him, which would be great. Although I totally selected that wrong one.
Hello again, Mother.
Jonathan, back already? Good, good. I was just about to go outside to find you. You shouldn't stay away for so long.
I feel sad for her.
Tell me, Mother, how are you? All alone in this big house with only Avery to take care of you.
I'm sad most of the time. Sad that you have left me here alone. Sad that you don't tell me when you come or go.
I'm so sorry, Mother. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I was coming home. I was home. London, the Thames, and then it happened.
What happened, Johnny?
I lost my way. I was attacked. I chose to stay away. One of these two. Maybe I was attacked? This is the curious thing. I really don't know. I could tell her that I was attacked. Maybe she would believe it. Lost my way. I was attacked.
I was attacked, Mother. And I've not been the same since.
The important thing is that you finally returned home. I was worried, you know. You were the last member of the family of whom I had no news. Even Mary comes more often than you.
It's creepy. Back. Personal questions.
Do you think Avery is right? Do you think I should take better care of you?
I don't blame you, but you abandoned me, son. A mother should not survive her children. It's unbearable to know you're not here anymore.
She still thinks I'm dead. I'm a threat to you. I don't belong here anymore. I'll protect her.
I know I have failed you since I returned. I even watched you bury Mary from a distance. From now on, I will protect you. You have my word.
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. Do you think I did not notice how much you have changed?
Have I changed that much, Mother? Am I still your son?
You are still, and you'll always be. Despite your pale skin, your bloody eyes, and that echoing sadness in your voice.
She sees right through me. Let's ask about this.
Father seems to have left me some documents. Some sort of treasure hunt game. Do you know anything about them?
No, Johnny. But your father always loved to write these little games for you when you were a boy. Don't you remember?
I remember now. He used to post me these riddles, as though they were sent by a mysterious games master. I'd spend weeks trying to decipher them.
Your father was always so proud each time you found the answer. He was not just the serious doer banker everybody thought he was.
I was proud too. How could I forget that?
The important thing is that you remember it now. I'll tell your father the next time I see him. He'll be so happy.
I bet he will.
Could Father have conceived some sort of final game for me before he left?
I really can't say, Johnny. Perhaps you should talk with Avery about that. He was your father's confidant, more than I.
Right, okay. I think, okay, so I've done that.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
I think I'm going to need something else in order to get more hints. Oh yeah, she's just talking to herself now, which is a little spooky. Can I get into this room? No, and I don't want to rest, so I'm not going to worry about that. I think it's time to go outside. This is rather curious, this area. So the Ascalon Club is right there. We have like all this stuff. We got to go up there to find whatever this thing is that we're looking for. That my father left behind. We've met them three. All three of them are healthy. And we've got this guy that I really want to talk to.
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite
there.
as subtle as I expected.
Hello, you.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reid.
Welcome, Dr. Reid. Welcome to my humble shop.
He is healthy as well. Let's see what he's got.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
He has... Ooh, he's got good trigger parts. Ooh, and good handle parts. Ooh. Okay, you know what? I am going to buy both of those and those and those because I ain't doing anything with my money, so I may as well. All of these are for making stuff, which is probably not a bad idea. Let's buy these and these. I had so much gold, I may as well. Okay, and this stuff is for making things. Ooh, and I could sell this. Only for 25 though. Yeah, let's hold on to it for now. I want to keep all that. I want to keep most of this, and I want to keep all of this. Okay, so let's talk to him again.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. A great night, what?
Do you have any family? Actually, you know what? Let's talk to him about life.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
Don't be naive. It's false. Probably, it's false.
I'm afraid the newspapers are seriously underestimating the situation. Things are critical, believe me.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
New hint available. Does not consider the seriousness and dangerousness of the epidemic.
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
It's the... yes.
Finding a good restaurant. Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
Okay. He likes good restaurants. Wow, I'm getting all his hints.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
This guy is interesting.
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
I see.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
Whatever. Let's ask about personal stuff.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
I see.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable.
Oops, hit the wrong button. Oh, it's because my controller just died. Goody. Let's see if I can go back. Escape? There
I'm
we go.
afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
Okay. It's back. That's weird. So it didn't die. Just had a weird thing go on with the menu? I don't know.
London's lone gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
Okay. Back. I think we're good for
Goodbye,
him for now.
Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Pretty sure my controller is dying, which is not that surprising, considering at least for maybe 4 months these batteries I'm using it. 1918 calendar for our country, for liberty, for our family. He is healthy.
It's
locked. It's probably got some of his personal stuff in it. I'm not too concerned about any of that. Ooh, who's this guy? Can I see his details? I don't know if he's sick or not. That's the thing, is I don't know if anybody of these are sick. But there is quite a few people to be talking to, surprisingly, and we haven't even gone up this way. Is this a enter at your own risk? So this must be a danger area that way. So I need to be kind of careful if I go exploring. In fact, can I open this from here? I was gonna say no.
It's locked, all right.
No, okay. And we got some skulls over there. We got a hunter there. There's some kind of like alleyway, so I don't have to worry about that. So I could go to the Ascalon Club, but I want to kind of talk to everybody out here first. So before we do that, we should do some looking around and see if we can talk to as many people as possible.